Hey guys, it's Kara from iStampin.com. Thanks for joining me today. Today I have a card that I want to show you, but I also thought that I would kind of give you a little bit of background on this card and just kind of the difficulty that I had designing this. It's a quite simple card, and even simple cards can have some difficulty when you have an idea in your head and then when you put it to paper it's just not what you envisioned, or it just doesn't work. So I thought that I would kind of show you the evolution of this card. So this is the first one that I made. I'm using the Yay You Hostess stamp set that is in our Occasions catalog. It's really cute. I like that it kind of has a hand-drawn kind of whimsical look to it. I thought the banners would just be really cute. So what I did is I just used the outline stamp and I stamped it on the Bubbles and Fizz designer series paper that's in our Occasions, celebration catalog that you can get through the end of this month. And when I did it, it's cute, but I just kind of thought it looked weird because the banners are just kind of floating there. You don't really, it just kind of looks a little strange. And then just the color, there just wasn't a whole lot of variation in the color. So then what I thought is that I wanted to give the background a little bit of interest. This paper, the designer series paper, this is from the Petal Passion collection, so it's the Petal Passion designer series paper. I just liked that black and white polka dot, and then I layered it behind some lemon lime twist cardstock, and this is our note card size. So this is a 3.5 by 5 inch card. And I went ahead and I did the same thing with the Bubbles and Fizz designer series paper. I stamped the outline in black again. I changed up the patterns. And then I used one of our little metallic silver hearts right there in the center. But again, and then I added the twine to make it look like a true banner. And I guess I think I would like this card a little bit more if I had put the banners down a little bit lower. They seem to be a little bit high on the string. But at the same time, I kind of feel like it's a little busy with the background. I needed something. I didn't want to emboss, like use an embossing folder. I just didn't think that would be the look that I was going for. So I went back to the drawing board, and I think I like this one. I think this is kind of what I'm going for. So this is the card that I'm going to be showing you how to do. It is using the same stamps, except for I'm using the solid color image, and I like it because it's a little distressed. So I stamped that 3 times in 3 different colors, and then I still used that outline image. I added some hearts to this center banner, if you can see that. And then I went ahead and notched both ends of the sentiment. I was a little hesitant to do that because I thought that would be overkill, but I kind of like it. So anyway, so this is the card that we're going to be making. You can tell me which one of the 3 you like the best, or if you don't like any of them, it's not going to hurt my feelings. But this is the card that I decided that I liked the most out of the 3, and let's go ahead and try it, okay? All right, so let me go and tell you the supplies that you're going to need. So first off, you will need the Yay You stamp set. This is, like I said, a hostess stamp set. So to qualify to get this stamp set, you do want to either host an online show yourself, or you can put in a $150 order or more. So when you do that, then you can get this as one of your Stampin' rewards. The colors that you will want to get out, and this is coming from the Bubbles and Fizz designer series paper. I did really like that color combination, especially with the black, but it's lemon lime twist, Bermuda Bay, and Calypso coral. You'll also need Memento Tuxedo black ink. This is the black ink that I prefer. You can use our archival ink if you had that, but I just like this one the best. And let's see, so you will need a note card in Whisper White. These are in our annual catalog. They come 22 a pack. This measures 3.5 by 5 when folded, and it comes with 20 matching envelopes, so it's really nice that they're already cut and scored for you. And then you're just going to need some scratch Whisper White cardstock just to do the stamping. So if you have some laying around, that's great. Your lemon lime twist cardstock. This is going to be just 1/8 of an inch smaller than the note card. So this measures 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. And then this is the Petal Passion Designer Series paper, which you can find in our Occasions catalog. And this measures 3 3¼ by 4 3/4. So this is just going to layer right on top of the lemon lime twist. So we can go ahead and put that on there using our snail. And while I'm doing this, just as a reminder, during the month of March, when you make a purchase for me in my online store, you will receive a free card class. I will have the information on the screen with the hostess code that you'll want to use. So you're going to be receiving a Lots of Lavender card class from me for free. And then also, you don't want to miss out on my Stampin' Blends giveaway that I will be announcing at the beginning of April. The first is on Easter Sunday, so I didn't think that would be appropriate to announce the winner just because everybody will be, or most everybody will be busy celebrating Easter if you celebrate that holiday. So I will be announcing the winner on April the 2nd, Monday. But you can find out all the details on how to enter my Stampin' Blends giveaway. I'll have that on today's blog post as well. And of course, if you ever have any questions about anything, feel free to reach out to me. Okay, so now I'm just layering the lemon lime twist card panel onto the front of the note card. So it's going to look like that. So next, let's do our stamping. So here I've just got some scratch pieces of Whisper White cardstock. With the photopolymer stamps, you will want to get out your Stampin Pierce Mat. I definitely saw a better impression of the stamps when I had it behind the foam pad rather than just by itself. So I'm going to start off using these 2 stamps, and you are going to need to wash your stamp in between each use. So either grab your Stampin' Scrub or a baby wipe, whatever you prefer. I'm going to start off with Calypso Coral. Okay, so let's ink this up. And we're going to be hand cutting these out. So you can just space them however far apart or close you want to. Next, we're going to use Lemon Lime Twist. Okay, and then clean it off. And then finally is going to be Bermuda Bay. Have y'all ever had that problem where you have this idea in your head and then when you go to do it on paper, it's like, that doesn't look good. And so you got to like start back at square one or just try to tweak it and things like that. And eventually it comes together. Hopefully. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you just got to scrap it and just start fresh. Okay, now with this piece of scrap paper, I'm going to go ahead and stamp the sentiment, and I'm doing the You've Got This, and I'm going to stamp that in Lemon Lime Twist, and then we'll come back and add the little outline banner in black. Actually, I can probably go like right here. Okay, so that's just going to go right there. We'll cut that out a little bit later. Okay, so now I've got my basic, or my Tuxedo black. And I'm going to be cutting off the little circle part of the banner, so I'm not concerned about that. So just try to line it up as best as possible. If you want it offset, you can. I'm trying to get it as close as I can. Okay, that looks good. All right, so now what we're going to do is just cut these out. This is really easy to do with your scissors. Just cut out all 3 of them. And I'm trying to get as close as I can to the black line. Now what I'm going to do, I'll show you this, but this is a really neat trick, is just get out your Stampin' Up, your black marker, your basic black marker, and we're going to rub the ends of all the cardstock, because it never fails that a little bit of white is going to show. And so this is a little handy trick to camouflage that. So let's go ahead and just cut out all 3 of these. Okay, and actually I should have done this before I started stamping, so I'm going to do this now. I'm going to go ahead and string up our baker's twine. So I'm just using our solid white whisper white baker's twine, if I can talk. And I'm going to use the fine tip glue pen, and what I did is I just kind of imagine, you know, like a banner hanging in like a little semicircle, just like so. Doesn't have to be perfect. And 2 segments of the the baker's twine should be plenty. So I call the segments where the little bends are. And I'm just going to come in and just gently place this in the glue. So you will want to let this set up, you know, probably about 5 minutes. So, you know, by the time you stamp and cut it out, it should be good. Cut out your little banner pieces. Okay, so we'll just put that off to the side. And I just realized I didn't stamp my hearts. My gosh. Oh goodness. All right, so we're going to come in here and stamp the hearts. And I'm just randomly stamping them around the banner, having some of them go off like that. There we go. And I don't think I mentioned that I stamped this in Calypso Coral. You probably saw that, but just to let you know. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our Stampin' Up marker with the brush end, and I'm just going to lightly just color in. And I'm holding the marker at an angle, and I'm just rubbing the side of the marker to the side of the banner, and that covers up any white that is showing. So you can kind of see the difference if I hold both of these up. See how you can see the white right here, and see with that the marker just covers that up. So that's a fun little trick. You can do this with any die cut. If you have the color of the marker that you've stamped it in, you can just run it along the edge and it hides that. Makes look like you cut it out perfectly. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and cut out our sentiment while we're still waiting on this to dry. Okay, so that's what it looks like after I've cut it out. All right, so let's bring in our card base back in. And so what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to put, I'm going to start off with the Calypso Coral. And I'm just going to put a dimensional on the back, just one, if you can believe it. And I am going to place it about right there. This is a little bit lower than I'd like, so I should have strung my banner up a little bit higher, but it's going to work. And then I'm just going to come in on either side and just put the Bermuda Bay and lemon lime twist just on either side. Try to space it evenly as you can. This is a really simple card, super cute. It just, for whatever reason, for me, it was a challenge today, but I think I got it to where I like it, like I said. Okay, then I'm just putting the sentiment up on Dimensionals and just center that under the Calypso Coral banner. So it's going to look like that. And then next what you're going to do is come in back with your baker's twine and just tie 2 bows, and we will use the glue again, the fine tip glue, and just glue it to both of the sides. Now again, what I like to do is to use like an acrylic block and just hold that down just to allow the twine to set into the glue. And I'm just going to put it about right here and just mush that there. And then I'm just going to use one of the acrylic blocks from the stamps that we used today. And then go ahead and do the same thing, just make another bow. And then once these have set, we can come back in and trim the tails on the bows, and then our card will be all complete. Okay, and so let's just create our other bow. Okay, let's use our glue. And just put some right there. And then I'll just move that block over there. Just cut the tails. I mean, I should have cut the tail over here first. Try to do this without cutting. There we go. Okay, and so let's go ahead and trim the tails. I think this should be dry now. And then I need to cut this one. Okay. All right, and there is our final card. So again, this was using the Yay You stamp set, so I'll bring in the first one. So you can see this one's a little bit higher, so you know, you can decide how low you want the banner. I actually like it up a little bit higher like this. And actually, if you want to, you know, you can kind of curl the edges of the banner to give it even more dimension, to kind of look like it's been waving in the wind. But this was using the Yay You stamp set. Again, this is out of our Occasions catalog, and this is a hostess set. So once you qualify for a $150 order by either doing an online workshop, putting in a personal order, you know, you can even you know, get a few friends to put in an order together. If you wanted to, you know, share this stamp set, you know, there's a lot of different ways to go about getting a $150 order. So if you need any help with that, you know, always feel free to reach out to me. But again, that was the Yay You Hostess stamp set from the Occasions catalog, and then just some fun stamp colors. And then this was the Petal Passion Designer Series paper. All right, guys, well, I really hope you enjoyed today's project, seeing the struggles that I went through to finally come to this design. Like I said, you can let me know which one you like. If you don't like any of them, you can let me know too. That's fine, that's your prerogative. But anyway, guys, I will have all the information about March's hostess code so that you can receive a free gift this month, along with getting that free Lots of Lavender class, card class. We've just got 2 weeks left of celebration, if you can believe it, so we're getting down to the wire. So there's not much time left to get some of these free items if you've been waiting. And then also you can read, I will have linked down below how you can enter my Stampin' Blends giveaway. It's the entire collection, along with a very handy carrying case. All right, guys, have a great day, and I'll see you later this week. Bye-bye.